If you felt like you're doing everything right, you're tracking your food, you are training hard, you're eating clean, but your body just won't change, you're not crazy and you are 100% not broken. Most guys over the age of 35 who are struggling to drop body fat aren't lazy or unmotivated or lacking any discipline at all. They're simply making a few hidden mistakes that make it harder for their body to actually lose fat, even though their effort is clearly there. And today, I want to walk you through the 4 hidden mistakes that I see men make, the same ones I used to make myself, that quietly sabotage results. Because fat loss isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter with your metabolism and body. So let's break it down. Mistake number 1 is living in a constant dieting phase. And I'm laughing while I'm saying this because a lot of guys feel like they've been dieting their entire life. And most men, they just live in this chronic state of I should eat less. You're always trying to tighten things up, eat cleaner, cut out carbs for a few weeks. Maybe you jump into a challenge to get some momentum going, but here's the real problem. Your metabolism adapts faster than you think. When you spend months or even years under-fueling yourself, your body gets really efficient at burning less calories. Your energy also drops, your recovery sucks, your sleep takes a hit, and the moment that you try to eat normally again, you usually feel like you blow up like a balloon. And that's not because your metabolism's broken, it's because it's adapted. You can't build a fire if you keep taking wood away. And you can't burn fat efficiently if your body's been in an adapted state. This also applies to cardio, which we'll get into later. So before you jump into another deficit, you've got to prime your metabolism by feeding your body enough calories, training with good intention, getting your hormones and energy firing again, because once your metabolism is healthy, fat loss becomes much easier. Mistake number 2 is over-relying on cardio instead of resistance training. This one is huge. A lot of guys think, all right, I need to lose fat. Let me start running again. Oh my God, this running trend, this has got to stop. Let me add some extra cardio. And listen, cardio has its place. It's great for for your heart health. It builds work capacity. But if your main goal is to look athletic, lean, and strong, cardio alone will betray you. And here's why. Cardio burns calories in the moment. Muscle burns calories all day long. So when you prioritize cardio over strength training, you're shrinking the very engine that keeps your metabolism faster, your muscle tissue. This is like living paycheck to paycheck, as opposed to compounding interest with your investments over time. And that's why so many guys end up skinny fat. They lose the weight, but they don't look fit. They just look like a smaller version of themselves because they've lost a lot of muscle mass. You don't want to be smaller. You want to be sharper, more defined, more athletic. Your focus should be on building muscle, not just burning calories. And that comes from resistance training. And that comes from challenging the muscles, using the different stimuli that we have out there to challenge our muscles to grow. And we like to use the 3 training stimulus in order to challenge our muscles differently every 2 to 3 months. And that makes a really big difference for our clients. So when you train like this, your metabolism is going to grow over time. Your physique looks tighter because you have more muscle, and your body starts burning fat automatically. So stop exhausting yourself and start building mass. Mistake number 3 is under-eating protein and overeating healthy foods. This one gets almost every guy who's trying to be good. Okay, you start eating clean, salads, avocado toast, a handful of nuts, olive oil, almond butter, maybe some sushi rolls or grain bowls. All technically healthy, but way higher in calories than you think. And here's the honest truth. Healthy doesn't automatically mean fat loss friendly. Okay, you could easily eat 3,000 calories of healthy food and still gain plenty of fat, especially if you're not eating enough protein. Protein is honestly like the secret weapon that most men completely underestimate because it keeps you full, it boosts your metabolism because it's thermic effect, and it protects your muscle while dropping body fat. Here's a quick example as to why just eating healthy isn't enough. If one person has 2,000 calories worth of guacamole compared to another person that eats 2,000 calories of enough protein to recover from their workouts, enough carbohydrates for energy, and enough fats for hormone function, they're going to look very different because of how the macros affect their body composition. There's a huge difference. You don't need to eat perfectly clean. You just need to eat strategically. And you definitely want most of that food coming from whole nutrient-dense sources, but you do have flexibility there. So if you're trying to lose fat, your number one goal should be this. Hit your protein target first, then build the rest of your meals around that. Do that consistently and watch your body composition shift in ways that it has never done before. Mistake number 4 is treating weekends like a reward. Now this one might sting a little bit. You probably crush it Monday through Friday. You're hitting your workouts, you're tracking your meals, you're staying disciplined. Then Friday rolls around and your mindset shifts from I'm staying on track to I've earned this. Okay, I've earned this. A couple drinks, dinner out, dessert, maybe brunch the next morning. It continues to snowball. And before you know it, the whole weekend turns into a blur and I'll make it up Monday. Let me know if that sounds familiar. This pattern, 5 days on, 2 days off, is the number one reason why men spin their wheels for years. The truth is, you don't need to avoid the weekends. You just need to be intentional about them. You can enjoy wine, Shabbat dinners, birthdays, date nights, all of it, as long as you stay mindful of your intake and keep some structure. You can anchor your weekends around protein, pre-track some of your dinners, not all. And remember, one meal doesn't ruin progress, but a whole weekend of screw it will. And consistency beats perfection every single time. So don't try and be perfect about this. There is a huge difference between eating a lot on Friday night and letting that take up your whole weekend, as opposed to just getting back on track the next day, Saturday, and just eating healthy from then on out. Our clients who eat out and get amazing results definitely enjoy themselves. And instead of thinking that they blew it or fell off, they get back on track the next morning. So let's recap real quick before I let you go. You're living in a constant diet phase. You're relying too much on cardio instead of building muscle. And you're undereating on protein and overeating on the healthy stuff. And you're treating weekends like a reward instead of a continuation of your plan. These are the 4 mistakes that quietly stall fat loss for most men, even the disciplined ones. The fix isn't to double down on effort, it's to fix the system that you're following. When your metabolism is primed, your training structured, your nutrition is balanced, and your mindset is aligned with all of that, fat loss becomes predictable, it becomes sustainable, and most importantly, repeatable. You want to be able to do this on command and have ultimate control, because the goal isn't just to lose body fat, it's to build a body that never really needs a diet again. And if you're ready to finally make that shift, to stop guessing and start seeing results that actually last, that's exactly what we do here inside of Built Bodies Coaching. We help men build a body that fits their real life and not a fantasy one. I appreciate you guys for tuning in today. If this episode hit home, share it with a buddy who's been stuck trying to figure this stuff out, or post it on your stories. Get the message out. I would really appreciate that. And if you want more deep dives like this, subscribe to the Built Bodies podcast, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and you can always follow me on Instagram. My DMs are always open at Alan_Jaramillo. Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about being consistent, intentional, and patient enough to let your standards shape your body. I'll catch you on the next episode. Bye.